Hello Sensuals, I am super happy to invite you to another video on kink and the foundations to kink, and I am joined by the beautiful Kitty, and by the beautiful and kinky Kitty.
Yes.
So this week, or actually this time around, we're preparing an event on the foundations of kink, and this is on bondage.
Yes.
So this is a longer event. This will take 6 hours. This is, we're going into a little more depth around bondage.
And it's one of my favorite subjects.
Yeah, and it's something that I'm looking forward to. You know, it's my dream to be a rope bunny, so.
Yes, yes. She's been writing a lot of messages to me saying how excited she is to get tied.
Yes. So tell us a little bit more about bondage, because we want to get people to...
Yes, so bondage is can be many things to many people. You can become interested in bondage for just doing it in the bedroom for strictly sexual purposes, so tying down your partner and then getting down to business. Or you can become interested because of the culture that comes from it, Japanese culture and all of that background. You can become interested in bondage from a strictly aesthetic purpose and point of view. A lot of people start integrating that into photography or video because they find that it is very beautiful, and it is indeed quite beautiful if you know how to do it. And a lot of other people like the sensation of losing control, or maybe being restrained and unable to move. So people can come towards bondage for a variety of reasons, all of them perfectly valid, and we will be exploring a bit about each, but we'll also be laying some very nice foundations on how to do it safely, how to manage potential accidents and what to look out for, and also some very safe ties that you can use at any time that are very easy to remember, very easy to apply, easy to check, so that your bedroom fun can be done safely, consensually, and with minimal risk.
Yeah, okay. So this time around, because this is 6 hours, so this is a little more in advance from what we did last time.
Yes.
What kind of people are we encouraging to come here?
Absolute beginners.
Absolute beginners.
Absolute beginners. So if you've only tried a bit of the stuff that you've seen, because there's quite a lot of resources on the internet, but they're not all of them are very high quality. So if you've tried a bit of that stuff, or maybe you've even bought a book on bondage and you've tried some stuff at home, this is the workshop for you. If you've never ever touched ropes before in your life, this is also the workshop for you.
Yeah.
If you've done a bit of stuff and maybe even participated in a workshop, this could have a lot of material that you might be interested in, depending on who your teacher was. So really all levels are welcome, but we're mostly aiming it towards beginners and absolute beginners. Yes.
Okay. So a funny thing, after the last event that we did, we also had a sequence on bondage, and people took also with them ropes at home. This is also going to be possible now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You're going to be able to, so there will be ropes for you to use there, but also ropes if you want to buy and have at home that are especially made for bondage, then you will be able to buy those.
Okay. So somebody who came at the last event had this very funny story where he put them in his trunk, the trunk of his car, and he forgot about them there. And at a certain point, he was with company, and when he opened the trunk, the person was like, "What is that over there?" It's like, "Oh, yeah, so it's just, you know, something for a project." But he was like, "Okay, whoops, how do I explain that to other people?" So we'll be addressing some of these issues as well.
I'm going to be telling a funny story because now you got me started.
Okay.
I just visited Japan very recently, and in Japanese, to tie, just to tie, the verb to tie is shibari, which is also the name of the Japanese art of bondage. So at the customs, they open my luggage, and the Japanese customs officer asks me, "Why do you have ropes in your bag?" And I look at him without blinking and I go, "Shibari," which means literally to tie. I have ropes because I'm tying with it. And he looked at me a bit phased. He didn't know what to say, and then he slowly put the cap back on and he closed the luggage and pushed it towards me. Like, okay, sure.
This lady's kinky.
I don't think he even realized whether it was kinky or not. It was just because I so serenely said, "I have ropes to tie." What can you possibly do with ropes if not to tie?
Obviously. Okay, so we'll be also discussing a little bit about how to integrate this in your everyday life and how to react in case you have to explain to others, or others just see some hints there and they're kind of curious and so on. So it's all the discussions there, to get you started and get you into it. And so the details will be under the video. So this is, remember, this is on a Saturday, so it's in February, and it's 6 hours long. So do take that time if you want to come and plan in advance. And also, under the video, we'll be telling you about the attitude that you need to take into consideration when you come to this event. And Kitty is super, super careful on safety and on respect,
yes,
and on boundaries.
And please do come prepared because the workshop is quite long. It's very important that you bring pen and paper so you can write stuff down, that you bring something to eat, or you come having eaten and with water, and make sure that you're well rested, hydrated, and haven't eaten, because bondage can be dangerous if the model is not well rested, it hasn't eaten well, or isn't properly hydrated. So these are very important details, but they'll also be mentioned.
Included.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's also a part of a sequence of events, because this is Foundations of Kink, and this is the second part about bondage. So under the video, you will find details of all the events, so do check them all out. And there's a contact email there that you can write to us, and you can ask anything else in case you don't find it clear under the description. So we're here to help you, and we're here to offer a kinky and safe exploration, and expand your perspectives and your horizons and your experiences. So we'll be looking forward to seeing you at the event. Kitty, I am super excited that we're doing this.
She can't wait to be a bunny.
Yes, I need some ears just like you have them. So,
yes.
So this is it. And until the next event, we hope that you take a leap of faith and enjoy this one, and come learn, grow, expand, and
yes,
we'll see you there.
We'll see you in February.